Yo guys, it's been quite a while since I've made some videos on this game called Seal Generator, but I kinda got some news for you guys, and it's not really good news because the thing is that I'm actually, kinda about to quit this game because this game is just getting boring and it's like it feels like an AFK game to me because the more I play this game, the more I realize that grinding generators is literally only about AFKing, right? So, yeah, I'm low-key not in the mood of making more videos on this game, but I hope you guys can understand that I just don't feel like making any more videos for this game. I probably will, but I won't make as much videos or uploads as consistently as I would used to be or whatever when I was making these other videos back um back when this game was like alive, if you know what I mean. Alright, so now that we got that over with, I do want to start off with generators. Alright, so a couple of things to show is, let's just say, okay, so here's what we're going to start with. We are going to start with, okay, I guess a uncommon, right? And we're going to talk about commons. Now, you might be wondering why I'm placing these down and showing you what's the difference with them, but to show you something with these two generators is that for a common, it only gives $3, right? It gives $3 and it costs 90 bucks. And if you were to look at a uncommon, it gives 9 bucks, but the price increases up to 900. And I hope you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this, but basically, if you were to place 3 commons, you will get the same income as one uncommon, right? You'll get the same amount of money from one uncommon, right? But the thing is that you want to prioritize getting a full set of generators before you move on to the next generator tier, right? And the reason why you want to do this is because it's more cost efficient. So you only pay $90 just for a singular common, right? But for a uncommon, you have to get 900. But with 900, it's gonna take you a long time. So what you want to do is just basically get as many commons as you can, and then you'll move on to the next uncommon or next tier, the next generator tier, basically. So yeah, here we go. And then once you're full, like once your generator slot is full and you can't place any more generators, you can slowly start removing one by one, and you'll place down an uncommon, right? That's what you want to do. And then the more money you get, the more you replace the generators. So yeah, I replaced some one by one, and you can kind of see where I'm going with this because 3 commons equals 9 equals 1 uncommon, right? But 1 uncommon can buy you 9 commons. It can buy you 9, right? And so if you were to have 9 commons instead of buying 1 uncommon, you will get about $27 a second instead of getting one uncommon that gives you literally $9, right? So that is something I do want to show, and that is called cost efficiency. It's like you pay less, but you're being more effective with your money. You're getting more money by doing this. Okay. So now that I've showed you that, the next thing I do want to explain about is having better generators. Okay. So let's just say, for example, right, you have a mythical, right? Like you have a mythical, and the generators that you only have right now is rares only, right? Like look at this. I have 100 rares, and just pretend that I have only one mythic, right? Pretend I have one, okay? Just pretend. But if I were to sell this, I can literally buy myself 70 epics, right? Because selling generators that you only have, like, let's say just one generator of a kind, and it's a really high tier, it is more cost effective, or it is more effective. Alright, so the next thing I do want to show you guys is what happens if you were to have a really good generator, but you only have one, right? So let's just imagine that I only have one mythical, and if I were to place this, I would only get $729, right? However, if I were to destroy this and sell it, I'm able to buy 7 legendaries, right? And 7 legendaries can get me more than what a singular mythic can give. Or if I want to be more effective, because I don't main, or my current tier is not at legendary but rather is at epics, I can go ahead and grab these again, and I can go ahead and sell all of them so that I can place 70 epics, which will give me a lot more than just having 7 legendaries, right? And so you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. This is way more cost efficient rather than just farming with that one singular generator that you have, and this will definitely help boost you in farming a lot. And it will also be worth it, because even if you lose some money because you're selling it, but the thing is that if you're gaining more money, or if you're farming, then it's just gonna give back that money that you lost, and it's gonna be a lot more worth it because you're making more money. All right. Okay, so the next thing I do want to explain about is boost stacking. Okay, so currently in this game, it has 8 boosts that exist in this game, and that may involve in things like Star Surge, Star Generator boost, the 2 times question boost, the Zone boost, Fever boost, Weekend boost, the Light Goal boost, and last but not least, I low-key forgot the last one, but I think it's Fever, but I don't know. But yeah, you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. But if you try and stack boosts, you will be getting a lot more money, and your drop rate will go crazy, right? So right now my drop rate is at 4, but if I were to have all of those 8 boosts that currently exist in this game, it can easily go down to 0.05 seconds a drop note. And if I kept on boosting with a whole stack, like if I had a stack of boosts, I can easily get as much money as I can possible, rather than just farming normally with nothing, with like no boosts. So I want you guys to try and prioritize boosts, and also try and maintain boosts. Alright? So yeah, that's one of the other ways on how you can get rich. Okay, so with the last method that I have here to show you, and this is a method that not many people know, and it is something that you guys should try and do all the time, because this is really good for farming. So there is this thing called fever chaining, right? And fever chaining involves in having a fever. And as you can see up here, it tells you that there is a limit of how many notes you need to collect in order a fever to happen, right? However, if you were to have friends with you, right? And if everyone were to place their own generators, and everyone were to collect their notes after the fever ended, you can actually chain the fever, and this will help you get a lot more money. So let's just go ahead and wait until fever ends, and I'm gonna show you guys how much money, how much notes would be taken away from this requirement. Okay, so yeah, let's just wait, and I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes. So now that fever has ended, I want you guys to carefully look at how many notes is up here, right? So in order to start a new fever, you have to collect 200,000 notes every single time, right? And so because I did not collect my notes during that fever, what I can do is collect my notes right now, and this will greatly decrease the amount of notes required for the next fever. As you guys can see, I've taken away about 20,000 notes, and if you were to get a bunch of friends that do this with you, you will be able to cause an infinite fever chain. Yes, this is called fever chain, and most people do it in public service. Even the top one player does it as well. So, yeah, that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys today. And honestly, I hope you guys liked this video and it helped you guys. And to be honest, if you guys want to contact me more, you guys can join my Discord server. And also, I really do feel like I might be making other videos, but they are going to be based on other games like probably Combat Initiation because I don't really find myself any fun for making videos in this game. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, you guys can go ahead and join my Discord server. All right, I hope you guys like this. Yeah, I'm done yapping, so yeah, see you guys. Peace.